Hey, Jack, I'm gonna make this pretty quick, but this is actually quite an interesting thing that I just found right now. I was actually cruising online for a guy named Ricky Rants. He's actually a guy who was supposed to replace me in New York City, but actually I ended up getting into finding, right, so I paged down and I eventually found this video here. Oh, that's interesting. Ricky Rants is here as well. I wonder why right, I'm looking at Ricky Rants and these are what's coming up. That's interesting. I don't. Does he have anything to do with this particular? Look, Trudell. Okay, I'm looking at that one in a moment. But I went down and I ended up finding this video over here. Right? Yeah. Which one? Okay. This one. Okay. Wow. Risey. Only 43 subscribers. Looks like a young kid. And normally, this was what Jackson Hinkle supports misinformation news now. So I wanted to know what that was about, right? I clicked on the thumbnail. I didn't know it'd be this young kid, but there's other interesting things that happen here. So already you know this is gonna be edgy, right? And he actually, I think this kid could be really big. To tell you the truth, he has some editing skills. He's got I don't know how long he's been around, but his level of editing is already quite decent. And if he just keeps at it for like maybe I don't know a couple months, he might get.
Dear liberal.
But notice on the background, here's Nixon, and that's Kim Jong Il. What? Yo, I was like, what is this? Now, if you take a look at some of the stuff on his thing, it makes it look like he's a right winger, possibly, but maybe not. Candace Owens, the conservative race, get out. Speaking counter base facts. Libtard, Noah Trevor. But it seems almost like he does talk about adult themes. He talks about like people, he thinks like Jimmy Dore is smoking, stuff like that. Um, but his critiques are actually, I would say, mature, which is cool. But like I wasn't expecting that level of um analysis, but also analysis and still in a child way, and you're about to see what I mean, right? Yeah, how he understands. I think honestly that this video whole thing may be a troll. I don't really feel like, or it might be 100% serious. It's an interesting thing to watch. Let's see.
It is still woke, Telbert. Why have you stopped? No, just kind of don't want to. So today we're gonna be talking.
Woketober, he's got a dedicated pre-roll, you know what I mean, as in terms of like, starting off his videos. I'd have to say that with the music, he synced it up pretty well. You know, yeah, his setup is looking pretty decent here. So let's keep going on, right? We're expecting right-wing material, but I'm still puzzled about this. What I still want to know, right? Like I actually contacted him to come on the show. I said, please get your parents' permission first, of course. You do look young, but what is Kim Jong? How did that get there? It looks like he bought this. Did he buy? He literally bought. Did you get onto some kind of CIA watch list? Let's see what he talked about Jackson Hinkle here. Okay, because that's what I want to know. Right? This sounds like a great. This sounds actually like something that I'd be very excited about. Right? People who know me know that I'm not a Jackson Hinkle fan.
Talking about Jackson Hinkle. He's one of like the founding fathers of MAGA communism. So yeah, let's watch.
I still don't know.
Most of you probably know by now that I've been
okay, I don't really know what MAGA communism is yet, but if this kid represents a normal right-wing kid, then that would mean that, right-wingers don't generally accept MAGA communism. And there's a lot of, one of the things I know about MAGA is that they're always saying, like, well, as far as the ones that I know, they're always saying, like, communism is bad. They're playing that Joe Biden is a communist. It is a strange pairing to make, but there's also something called Christmas Republicans. There's a lot of other different mixtures in the political world. So MAGA communism could be a thing, might not be a thing, but this kid doesn't seem to like it. Well, let's see what other critiques he has, or if there are critiques. It may be he thinks this guy is a libtard with that, like the other one he thought was a libtard. I don't know.
Censored just about everywhere on the internet.
Oh, I actually did not know that. Can you give some a few examples?
Now, I haven't been, for example, my JP.
Okay, I do actually know some examples personally. So I think that is he monetizable? I think that his monetization got shut off on YouTube. I don't know. I think he still has Twitter, but he's promoting on Rock Fitness. But I think it was a monetization loss. Did you get cut off from anything else? You're on Rumble. Maybe his Twitter got cut off. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I heard maybe I think his Twitter. Could look it up. I know he got demonetized. He might be overstating a little bit. Who knows?
P. Morgan Chase & Co. bank account hasn't been taken away from me.
Okay, but can you like give me some examples of how you are censored?
I haven't been, threatened to be extradited to a CIA black site and locked up for 175 years in prison, like Julian Assange.
Okay, but like, can you tell me how you are censored?
But for someone who's still on YouTube.
Okay, so also, right, you can see his criticisms now are not really, I would actually say his criticisms are based on him just watching Jackson Hinkle himself. He doesn't really have outside information about what happened to MPP, or he's not really taking him from a framework. Some people say, like, besides critiquing mankind, which he himself, right, he's critiquing Jackson Hinkle for not giving reasons, but then he himself is not really giving so many reasons. He's just saying, there's this, there's that, and maybe it's just how he understands this particular presentation, right? So it's just interesting, right? It is a child's view of the situation. It would make sense that it's more relative, right? He doesn't really get to see Jackson Hinkle in real person or interact with him in actual business stuff. So I mean, he is now, right? Because this channel is just starting, but eventually he will be on this platform, possibly bigger than Jackson Hinkle. I could see it easily happening. Anyways, let's see.
YouTube, I'm definitely the most censored man here.
Can you tell me how you are the most censored man here? Like, there are YouTubers who get, like, all of their videos, like, age restricted or demonetized when they just say, like, one naughty word.
Okay, so the thing is that, like, there's other ones we could talk about, like, I forgot the name, but there's other YouTube news shows that have been canceled and they've been putting out really good information. I forgot the name of them, but some of them just straight lost their YouTube shows, like, entirely. Like, they got deleted, banned from the platform, and it was just, in my opinion, the wrong call. So here, when he's talking about, like, one naughty word, I mean, maybe that's just the one that comes to mind, but I don't really see the pulling, and maybe he's right, you know what I mean? But there are certain YouTubers that are targeted, so that shows me that he knows about that part of the scene. Does he know about the political world and the other people that have actually gotten axed off the platform for their political views? He may know about some. I mean, he already knows about a kid like him, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess he's watching Crowder, and I do think, actually, right, from watching his critique of this video, that he actually may watch Hinkle on a regular basis, maybe, right? He's gonna usually choose to make videos about stuff that he already knows. He was watching about it and he had a thought, and he said, let me do this. Unless he went from, right, we started with Door World, and it would make sense, right? He's going for Peterson. I don't know Mark Dice, but he's probably going to select the things that he's watching first to make videos about them, right? Oh, he's been making videos for a year now. Okay. Let's see. That's a pretty edgy.
Talking about baggage today, and it's hosted by Jerry Springer. And for those who don't know who he is, he hosted.
He's got a green screen. He's got expanding clip anything. It's not just a simple cut. He's got a pan going on with Jerry Springer.
Let's watch some Oprah win.
Just rock back and forth. It's a little off-centered.
Who do you admire?
Why is that bad?
Jeremiah, tell Tish why she should choose you and not Eric.
Well, again, I'm sure he's an...
Okay, so he's ranting about this show, which is pretty funny, I guess. Okay, so is he really a political guy, or what's his, he may go into this lane, right, because of the, right, it looks like he has some type of, right, he also had this midterm, what's your take, kid, on the midterm election? Interesting. Maybe he'll just give a bunch of stuff. I think I've never seen this before. I think he's going to give edgy takes. I don't think he'll make a serious video. What do you maybe he will. It's time to find out. Anything's possible, right? Anybody could have a different kind of day. Oh, is it all just okay? Maybe some time talking. Is this a joke like nothing?
To eat bugs. I'm not joking. That's what it says.
Okay.
So Donald Trump went on one of his insane, incoherent rants again. So I'll just read it. ... Can you imagine the failed Manhattan District Attorney?
Okay, so right, yeah. The thing is that when we look at the Steven Crowder stuff, it suggests that he's right wing. Now he's making fun of Trump. It is hard to pin this kid down, but he's still making edgy comments. I think maybe he's doing it as comedy, right? And I think that there is some entertainment value to it. He's already got some editing skills. It's interesting. Let's see.
See why Vance, parentheses, at the time, parentheses, comma, took crooked Hillary Clinton's
see,
prosecutors
adding
quit
those
because...
concepts. He's being funny about it, right? Yeah, I'm not mad at that, but he's a kid, right? How serious is it?
But oh yeah, we're gonna solve all our problems by getting rid of a computer. Wow, big brain. Sean Hannity said the words "fancy Nancy." Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm laughing my ass off, but for all the wrong reasons.
Okay, like the fact that he said Fancy Nancy is like, it's not really the most coherent argument, sure, but it's TV. You're gonna get sound bites. You're gonna get people, supposedly Trump did really good, right? Calling people like Little Hands Rubio, what did they call him or whatever? I don't remember off the top of my head, but so these kids are now watching this material, this Jackson Hinkle stuff, and it's just interesting to know that this is the future that we're creating for our children. So there's a lot of people out there that I work with that are making, that are, our future is in their hands in other ways, right, that they don't see or they don't choose to recognize. The future is being created by the decisions we make today and all the compromises that we make thinking we're taking shortcuts. Or thinking that, it's not important. Whoever made Jackson Hinkle a guy, right? Like, maybe it's just jokes for now, but he really is influencing the next generation. And the next leaders have been chosen. Wow. Interesting. There was actually some stuff they said about Dore. He's just making fun of them, too. That's the materials he has to work with, right?
I love freedom. Conservative. Me conservative. Love freedom. Yeah, obviously love freedom. Gun rights, When it comes to, like, your sexuality, being gay, being trans, they're like, slow down there. You can't do that.
The trust said that it recognizes the vast majority of midwifery service users are women and already has language in place women are comfortable with. This is not changing. For example, we will continue to call them pregnant women and talk about breastfeeding. Well, that's reassuring then to everybody.
But see, that's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing. They're trying to radicalize you, destroy everything our society.
Okay.
A policy, instead of getting angry at other people for spreading misinformation, how about get angry at the people who are in power for not spreading information so people don't...
What? Huh?
I guess he's
How do you call something misinformation and not spread information? Calling something misinformation is information. It's informing you that that's misinformation. You've just described something physically impossible not to do.
So people don't...
See, now the thing is that I don't think there's any like real deep criticism of Dore. I think he's just whapping everybody. Hey, I just contacted him. I'm interested to find out more about like the North Korea thing, the Kim Jong-il on the screen. That's quite interesting to me. And if he plans to go down the political route, right? If he has his own political ideas, or if he looks up to certain, what his understanding of these producers really is, because I think that we're just seeing creative parody, but I think that these are people that he watches, and he's got some skills right there, and just interesting to see where this goes, right? So I'm curious. I subbed. I'm gonna see following this kid's career, and are there any other people that do political work? Let me just see who the comments and see if anybody recognizes.
For starters, I mean, you guys.
Is there anybody who actually Jackson getting dissed by a Pixar character? Okay, maybe this person knows. Is this person like making like this type of content? They're also political, right? Sam Cedar, maybe. So it could be, right? There's gonna be some other political people finding.
For starters, I mean, you guys know I've been.
Where it goes. It's very interesting. Hey, that's just. I hope.